All right, everyone, as promised, we're going to talk about macros. So what exactly are macros? Macros is short for macronutrients, which are nutrients that your body needs for survival. They make up calories. So there's three macronutrients. There's carbs, protein, and fat. And so for 1 gram of carbs, that's 4 calories. Protein, 1 gram is 4 calories. And fat, 1 gram is 9 calories. So if you think about that, what does that mean for you? When you're looking at a nutrition label and you see the total calories up there, you can also look at how much fat, how much carbs, and how much protein's in it and come up with that same number. So, example, if you add something you picked up at the store and it has 2 fat, 10 carb, 5 protein, that would mean that it would have 18 calories from fat, 40 calories from carbs, and 20 calories from protein. So its total calories would be 78. So understanding how those work together and how they make up calories is the first step to understanding macronutrients. All right, so now that we've talked about macronutrients, let's talk about what that means for your goals, whether that's weight loss, weight gain, or maybe just maintaining your weight. So first, it really all comes down to calories into your body minus calories out of your body. So if you are eating more calories than you're burning, you're going to gain weight. That's how it goes. If they're the same, then you're maintaining. If you're eating less than you're burning, then you're obviously losing weight. So this is the first step. Are you going for them to be 0, which is maintain? Do you want that to be a positive number? So that means that your calories in are higher so that you're trying to gain weight, or a negative so that you're trying to lose weight. So really that's where you have to start. Because that is different for everyone, whether you're male, female, whether you are very active or more sedentary, how much muscle mass you have on you is all going to change kind of this calorie out, because that's obviously just your normal day-to-day calorie burn that comes from living, your basal metabolic rate. So that's your baseline, if you will. And then you have gym or other activities that go into this as well. So this one you obviously control by what you eat. Right? So what you eat minus your baseline plus your gym and other activities that burn calories, whether you're going to be in a gain, maintain, or you're going to lose weight. So for this example, since I don't know what your baseline is, and like I said, it's different for everyone, it probably is going to take you tracking your diet very strictly for a while to figure that out so that you can put yourself in the best way to succeed with those numbers. But we'll pick a guy right now, and his baseline with the gym and other activities he does is 2,600 calories. Right? So that's his baseline, and he wants to gain a pound a week. So if you know that 3,500 calories makes up a pound, so divide it by 7 days, so 500 calories. So he needs to eat 500 more calories a week. So that means he needs 31 calories for his eating to get that 500 calories a day to gain a pound a week. The same way, if he wanted to lose that a pound a week, then you would just take that and you would just turn this to 2,100 calories. I would not go for much more than a pound in either direction. I just don't think that it's beneficial to do more than that, and there's some negative effects. If he dropped these calories down to like 1,200 and was trying to work out all the time, there's some effects your body will take as far as like holding on to everything because you're literally starving it. So just because you can go more extreme, these thumb rules kind of go out the window when you start getting to that area. So how does he maybe get an idea of this 2,600 calories? We can talk about that a little bit. So we'll say that he is a 200-pound male, and he's about, let's say 15% body fat. So that would mean that he has 30 pounds of fat on him if he's 15% body fat. So 30 pounds of fat. So how would we come up with his macros for 2,600 calories, which would be like a maintained macros? So we'll take that 200-pound male with 15% body fat, and so he has about 170 pounds of lean muscle mass. Right? And so we want to shoot for a protein between 1.1 and 1.3 grams per pound of lean muscle mass. Right? So for this example, be 170 times 1.1 to 1.3. So my calculator over here, because I don't feel like doing all this math in my head. So that means he should be between 187 and 221 grams of protein, right? Right, and so next we'll do fats. So fats should make up about, on the low end, 20%, high end, 30, 35%. So we'll just use 25% of this. So if you know you want 2,600 calories, and then you need to multiply it by 0.25. So that will give us 650 calories from fat. So if you remember from what we talked about earlier, there's 9 calories per gram. So take this 650 divided by 9, and that's 72. So grams of fat. Right, so last one's carbs. So we have 650 calories, so we know we want 2,600 calories. And we have 650 calories from fat, so we take that off. And then 187 to 221, so we'll just go in the middle, we'll just say 200 grams of protein. And if you remember, 200 grams of protein times 4 calories per gram of that, so you have 800, so minus 800. Right, and so what's left is this 2,600 minus 650 minus 800 is 1,150 calories for carbohydrates. And so remember 4 calories per gram for carbs, so that leaves you with 287.5 grams of carbs. So if he's a male that weighs about 200 pounds and he knows that every day between the gym and his baseline metabolic rate, he is burning 2,600 calories, and he just wants to maintain right now, so he wants 2,600 calories. So using that, we came up with about 200 grams of protein, 72 grams of fat, and 287.5 grams of carbs. So that's where he should start out if he just wanted to maintain. But if you wanted to cut, then, say this needs to go down to, and you wanted to lose that 1 pound a week, so this would go down to 2,100 calories. So you could really go back, your protein's going to still stay the same. In fact, when you're in a deficit, you may actually want to raise your protein and be up closer to this higher end. So now we can just kind of go back and do this math, and so now we have 2,100 calories here, and 2,100 calories times 0.25 would be 525, right? 525. And same thing, divided by 9. So now he's eating 58 grams of fat, right? And so this number, obviously, 2,100 calories is 525. And this could stay 800 calories, but like I said, you might want to go up to closer to that higher one since you're in a deficit. When you lower your carbs, because your muscles need carbohydrates, you have a chance to lose some muscle mass. So you kind of supplement that by raising your protein up. So you take this, if we decide to go to 220, you take this, and this would be 880, right? Because 220 times 4 is 880. Right, so now we have this 2,100 calories minus 525 minus 880. You're left with, now you have 695 calories, so you can see it's much different. And then when you take that 695 and you divide it by 4, he has 174 grams of carbs. So you can see, obviously, if you want to maintain or if he wants to lose that pound, it's a lot less carbs that he's going to be able to eat. Fat affected slightly, but it mainly comes out of your carbs. So hopefully that helped explain exactly how you would do it. If it wasn't clear, just leave me a comment, let me know, and I'll try to go over it a little bit better. But this is really just a baseline of how to figure it all out. So, if you're a female and you wanted to do this, you just do it the exact same way. Obviously, your calories out is not going to be 2,600. Sorry, you are much lower than that. So say for a female, you're at like 2,000. Then you just plug it all in the same way and come out with your numbers, which would just be a little bit lower than that. But let me know if you have any questions and I can try to explain some things better. But things that come up with this, a lot of people want to know about carb cycling to lose weight. Some people want to know about refeeds. People want to know about ketogenic diets, which are essentially no carbs and super high in fat, which are things that I can touch on if people really want to know about those things. We'll talk about carb cycling and refeeds just because I have a lot of friends doing contests, and that's essentially a big way to maintain your sanity while you're in low carbs. But let me know if you have any questions, and I'll definitely get back to them. Is that good?